Hi everyone. So I thought I'd give an update. The other day I wasn't able to get my compression stockings because the prescription that my PCP wrote wasn't correct. He needed to write the strength. So, um, he fixed that and then he put the strength of the compression stockings. So tomorrow I'm gonna get them. So that's like really good because I have been um, in pain. Like one of my right leg, it's almost like I'm limping and stuff. It really hurts and everything. So I'm hoping that those compression stockings will help a lot, and I know they will. Um, so I continue to work with the social worker in Cambridge to find housing. Um, when we first met, we filled out together the, housing, um, the Cambridge Housing Authority. We filled out the application for them in our first meeting. This meeting today, we filled out with Revere Housing Authority, and also there is a lottery in Everett, and I filled out an application for that, with the social worker, and those were mailed out today. The social worker had mentioned to me, she said that she's going to try to work on seeing if my eviction can be sealed, meaning that they can't be able to see it if they pull up my record. And I'm really, really hoping that that's the case, because an eviction does not look good, in your record. It was an unlawful eviction, and the interesting part is when we pulled it up, usually they have it listed why you were evicted. In my case, they didn't list why I was evicted. So that's strange. But either way, I really do hope that it can be sealed. A lot of the things that have happened in the last year are not a representation of who I am or what I've worked for. I never had an eviction before. That was my first eviction. I had like good credit and then it got destroyed. You know what I mean? And I'll probably have to file bankruptcy. And that, is devastating. I've been out of work for more than a year. I always worked. I always had stable housing. I worked since I was 15. I worked in my field 13 years. These things that have happened to me are so out of the ordinary for me. It's not the norm. You know what I mean? And at times it didn't feel real, like I was in this nightmare. You know what I'm saying? But this is where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to fix it, because I'm 38 and I have a lot of life ahead of me, and I can't continue living my life like this forever, so I have to find housing. And the other thing that the social worker did was she put a referral for PATH. PATH is another housing agency that would work with me to find housing. So hopefully I can find something sooner than later so that I can be out of this housing emergency. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.